Well, hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your October/November 2021 new love reading for all of you singles out there. If you are currently in a romantic partnership, please go and check out the love readings that are already posted for you. So Cancer, as I was saying, I'm very, very late doing your October. And so this reading will last from October 9th all the way up until the end of November 2021. All right, let's get right into your reading, get the overall energy for your reading. And making a flying nosedive out of your deck here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is absolutely fabulous energy that's coming in here. Surprises headed your way. Expect the unexpected when we have the Wheel of Fortune. But this is really about a new cycle in your life, all right? And this is because of the work that you've done and everything that you've been through, and your vibration is high, and you are keeping this Wheel of Fortune turning in the right direction. So this is a very lucky, very fortunate time for you to find love. You'll find doors of opportunity are opening for you. You'll find things just get a little bit, no thank you, you'll just find that things get a little bit easier. It's easier to meet people. Maybe you're living in an area where some of your pandemic related restrictions are lifting. There's that proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you. Your manifestations are starting to come to fruition if you've been on a manifestation journey. So this wheel keeps you moving, keeps you turning in the right direction and towards your destiny, towards where you are meant to be. We have the Hermit card coming out with the Hope card. All right, so this is the Tarot of the Heart. So there's a few extra cards in this particular deck. We have Faith, Hope, and Charity. So you have the Hope card coming out, but we've got the Hermit coming here as well. And some of you have been in solitary mode. You've been, you retreated within yourself, okay, or there may be a need in the next month and a half or so where you may need to extract yourself from a situation. You may need to just take that little bit of a time out to think about something. Think about what's important to you. Think about what you want, okay? You may meet somebody and they could really get those gears turning. And when we get the Hermit energy, this is really about temporarily taking yourself out of a situation in order to do a little bit of soul searching and ask those deeper questions and really tap into your higher self there to get the answers, right? To, think about when you meet somebody new, and you may feel like, excuse me, you may feel like these little sparks or, something, and you may go home and you're like, I think I need to think about this for a while. I don't know. Is this really what I'm feeling? Or is this just like some proverbial excitement that's, ooh, yay, something new and shiny. And so that's where you go and you kind of do that little bit of introspection there to get the answers that you're looking for. It may also be with the Hermit energy that when you do go, even if you haven't met someone yet, okay, there may be situations in the month ahead where you just feel the need to, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed, and you might just feel the need to just kind of withdraw for a few days. And it can be that you're doing that when you're, setting intentions. You're maybe doing some manifestation with the moon cycles. We've got some very powerful ones in here for the next month. In November, we even have a partial lunar eclipse coming in there as well. And a manifestation journey tends to be a solitary one because it does require you to sit in the energy and contemplate what you want and what you're manifesting and what you want to attract into your life. And that's not necessarily anything that you need anyone else's help with. All right. But in those moments of quiet and solitude, that is when you get that enlightenment. You find your way forward. You figure out what you want. All right. And typically the imagery in the Hermit card is a star lighting the way in that lantern. And that is where your dreams go, right? If you wish upon a star, your dream goes right in there and it lights your way forward. All right. But sometimes, there may also be a little bit of healing that some of you need to do as well, right? Before you're completely 100% ready to accept a new person in your life. And that Hermit card, by, taking a little bit of a time out there for yourself, it gives you the opportunity to heal, to let go, and then that way you can move forward. with the hope card coming out here as well. So this is wonderful. You're keeping your hope is alive. It's alive, right? You're really hopeful for the future, and you are really thinking in a very positive mindset. All right. So there is a lot of hope coming in. There's possibilities coming in, and you are just feeling really good. Your intuition is heightened as well. You see she's putting that crown on her head there. And so really trust your intuition for sure going forward. The Hermit, by the way, is Virgo energy coming in there. So you may be dealing with someone with very heavy Virgo placement in their chart in the future, or this could be someone that you are healing from the past, and they may have had Virgo in their chart as well, but it doesn't have to be. So I'm just going to get you one more card for your overall energy for the month ahead. One more card, please, for Cancer. Thank you. We'll take the one that doesn't go back in my deck. And we have the Death card. So this is Scorpio energy. So really this is giving you the ability to complete your healing journey from the past and let go completely so that you can move forward to the future with a brighter outlook and maybe even with different priorities as well. The Death card is actually quite a spiritual card, and you may also have been experiencing a period of personal growth, spiritual growth, right? You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot of lessons. You've recognized a lot of things. You've cleared out a lot of energy that is no longer serving you, and you're ready to move forward. It's like the rebirth of Cancer, right? It's the rebirth of you. And the Death card is actually really important. So because we do have interestingly enough, we do have a full moon in Aries on October 20th. And this is, so depending when you see this reading, that full moon may or may not have passed. And when we do have that full moon, it gives you the energy, motivation, drive, and determination to take steps forward or to take action on something. It also brings in the ability to release toxic situations. And this is where we learn to surrender to spirit and sometimes let things happen as they should, especially if you're manifesting. The important thing is to set your intentions, attach your feelings and emotions to it, but then you got to let it go. And that's what that full moon in Aries can teach us. We have a new moon in Scorpio on the 4th of November. That's the Death card energy there. All right. And this brings in powerful transformations into our lives. All right. So think of that phoenix rising from the ashes, right? The dawn of a brand new you. And it's beautiful, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult, right? Especially, if there's some healing or letting go of some past energy to do, finding that closure, that final nail in the coffin so that you can move forward. November 19th, we actually have a full moon in Taurus as well. And this is a partial lunar eclipse. So extra powerful energy that is coming in there with that. And, let me see. So some of you have been on quite a journey for about the last decade or so, and this is the culmination of that. So hence that Death card there, that rebirth of you. Okay, so looking forward to a better life cycle coming in. All right, and again, that hope card. I love that hope card coming in, and it's like it restores the faith, and some of you might need it because the first card coming out is the Wallflower card. I don't love seeing that card for you guys, but let me just pull a few more here. Let me see, what do we got? Thank you very much. And one more. Okay. So the Wallflower. So some of you have been in the energy where you haven't felt good enough, or you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Perhaps you've been feeling as though there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And it's been a really hard year and a half, hasn't it, Cancer, right? It's been really hard for singles. It's been hard to meet people, hard to get outside. There's been a lot of restrictions, a lot of topsy-turvy energy. And when we have the Wallflower card, this is kind of a little bit similar to the Four of Cups energy, but on a more personal level, okay? And, think of, whenever I get this card, I think of nobody puts baby in the corner. But that may be what you're feeling like. You may have been feeling as though you're kind of like watching the world go by. You may be watching your friends get engaged and married and have kids, and you're sitting here going, why not me? The Wallflower card is one that brings in the sadness. It brings in a little bit of depression even as well. So it's very fortunate and very positive that we do have this Wheel of Fortune coming in. Things are about to get better. We do have the Hermit card and the Death card that are coming in to help you to heal, to let go of anything negative, to let go of the past, and to feel like yourself again, and to put that spring back in your step, and to get you going outside, open up those doors for you, and where things get just a little bit better, restore the hope. So we have mature woman coming here as well. Now this is somebody who you are either attracting into your life. This can be part of new love for you. All right, or this can be somebody who plays a major role in you finding love. This could be a friend, it could be a family member, a coworker, it could be someone new that you meet, maybe in your social circle. It can be a parent even, all right, a sibling, okay, someone in your life who has been around the block a time or two. They have a very mature outlook on love, all right, and they know what they want, or they can help you move forward to find what you want, all right. They may be a matchmaker even. We have open relationship coming in here also. All right. So some of you don't necessarily want ties. All right. You may currently be kind of dating someone a little bit on again, off again, and it may or may not be working for you, right? There's like, you might have a like friend with benefits situation, something along those lines. And that might be perfectly okay for you, but, but it feels almost like that's not satisfactory for you anymore. You might be looking for a deeper kind of connection. Okay, it may have been something just that's been a little bit convenient for you while you are healing and sorting things out within your own heart. It's just something that is casual and is just maybe taking care of business a little bit, okay? But some of you are not looking for long-term love and connection. Some of you are not looking for that deeper level of commitment, the marriage, the kids, the moving in together. Some of you are looking to keep things a little bit casual, right? Especially if you have been hurt a lot in the past, right? And that may actually be your goal. You know what? We're all at different stages, different phases. We all have different needs, different wants and desires, right? So not everybody is looking for that long-term commitment, right? But you may be looking for somebody who is a like-minded individual, someone who wants the same things as you, and someone who is willing to take things slow or keep things casual and, kind of no strings attached for a long time, right? So that may be coming in here for you if that is what you're looking for. And we have new love coming in. This is wonderful. This is a gift from the universe. This is something wonderful, something that you have been really looking for, something that you've been calling in. And this may be something that comes as a little bit of a surprise. All right, whenever we do have this new love, anything with a gem on it, really just shows that, the universe has something in store for you, something that's really very positive for you, and something that is exactly what you are looking for. All right, so expect the unexpected, maybe a little bit of a surprise coming in. Keep your options open when we have this new love as well, okay? And, right place, right time, all of that energy, okay? So be open and be receptive to the new love that is coming into your life, however that looks for you. Okay, because again, some of you are not necessarily looking for something that goes the distance or something super serious, right? You just might be looking for that short term. Okay, but if you are looking for that deeper connection, the love that's coming in, this is a really good sign, all right, that, this is a new person and something that is exactly what you want and what you need. So let me just see if I can get a little bit more information on that new love really quick. Clarify this new love. Who is coming in for our beautiful, lovely Cancerians. Thank you. We'll just get a couple of more here. Who else is coming in for Cancer, please? Thank you. And what do we have first? And we have love and romance. We've got a beautiful King of Cups coming out here for you. This is somebody who is mature. Ooh, nice. Someone who is mature, who is loving, caring, kind. Someone who is honest, faithful, and truthful as well. This is someone who has romance in their heart. They know how to love. They love very deeply. And this is probably someone that's been hurt in the past as well, as most people have. And but this is, you know, a sweep you off your feet kind of person. It can be male or female. It's all about the energy, but this is someone who takes action. They take charge. See what else we've got. We've got talking about taking action and taking charge. We've got the Knight of Swords. So this is someone who, again, as I just said, they when they know what they want, they have their eye on the prize, they take action, they message you, and probably like some love letters as well. And this is something that you've manifested here with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a gift from the universe. The aces are always gifts from the universe, and the Ace of Pentacles is an absolute confirmation of that. This is something that is very positive, something that is tangible, it's real, and that Ace of Pentacles eventually leads to the 10 of Pentacles, which is that long-term, that happy family, the success in all of your endeavors, and something that, you know, is very, how should we say, the word profitable comes in mind, but I'm sure you're probably not going to profit from love. Well, maybe you will, but you get the idea, right? So this golden opportunity, it leads you towards that ultimate success with that 10 of Pentacles. And, you know, what a lot of people actually don't necessarily know about the 10 of Pentacles, there's usually an old man in there, and that is actually the magician who has aged and who has seen his generations come before him. So the magician manifests that Ace of Pentacles, and it evolves into that 10, where that magician can grow old. So beautiful energy is coming in here, right? Loving person, they're action driven. They are going to be reaching out to you with this Knight of Swords here. They are not going to hesitate. Once they know who you are, they are swooping on in here. And again, this is a gift. This is something very fortunate for you, something that you want, something that you desire, and something that you've manifested into your life. Thank you very much, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's see what else we've got coming in here for you. Messages, please, for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Whoa, thank you very much. All right, and what do we have there? Let me grab one more. Okay, so we have stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith. Faith, there's the other card of hope, will bring you romance. All right, so stay optimistic. You know what? Perfection sometimes takes time. Manifestation takes time as well. And there's your soulmate energy coming on in here. Yes, this is your soulmate. You are manifesting your soulmate in that new love with that King of Cups. Fellow water sign, possibly. All right, but certainly some very powerful energy that's coming in there for you. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, there may be some other family issues that that you have been dealing with, and you know, like divorce, custody battles, things like that. But there also may be something from your past about, you know, about love and romance, and about how you view yourself, even especially with that Wallflower card coming out there. All right, that, because that's sometimes the energy of thinking that you're not enough or that you're not worthy, and that is certainly not true on any level. So there may be some healing there. Thank you, Mr. Hermit. There is some healing there that some of you may need to do. But we also have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You know what? When you do meet your person, okay, don't be afraid to open up a little bit. You don't need to tell them all of your deepest, darkest secrets on your first date. They'll probably scare them away. All right, but don't be afraid to open up a little bit. That's how you get to know each other. That's how your relationship evolves And there may be someone that you're already speaking to even, okay? Maybe you are in an open relationship at the moment, no strings attached, but maybe you're starting to have feelings and it might be a little bit scary. And that's where the Hermit energy comes in, and you just need to kind of retreat a little bit. Like, am I really feeling this? Is my person feeling this? Like, I don't know. This wasn't the agreement. This wasn't the arrangement. But sometimes that's what happens, right? So whether this is someone new, someone you already know, okay, have those conversations. Also have those heart-to-heart conversations with yourself as well, right? And be honest with yourself and be open with yourself. Be true to yourself, right? Don't deny yourself anything, and be honest about your feelings and what you want. So let's see what else we've got. I'm going to pull all your cards and then we'll go deeper into them. So we've got the Page of Wands at the heart of your reading. So there's some excitement. Okay, you're really excited about the future. The Ten of Swords, there's something that's crossing you, and there is something that is still needing to get plucked out, some healing that still needs to get done there. We've got the Six of Swords that is beneath you. Recent past, the Page of Pentacles. So yep, some of you have possibly already met somebody. The Seven of Cups is in your crowning position. Your near future, Seven of Wands. Some of you may actually have who was that, Sagittarius in your chart, or dealing with a Sagittarian. They had the Seven of Wands in the exactly same position. Your current energy, attitude, and advice. We've got Justice coming out here for you there. So some nice, good karma leading the way. External influences, there's your Magician. Enough said. Hopes and fears, we've got the Three of Swords, and your final long-term outcome, the Page of Cups. Now this is really interesting because you have 3 pages coming out, and I'm going to take the energy at the bottom of your deck. This is weird. Very weird. You see me shuffle the cards in front of you, and believe you me, I shuffle them a whole pile in between readings as well. It's actually, I find it very meditative, right? So I always shuffle your cards in between the readings also, but also in front of you. This is, I believe, the 3rd reading in the row, okay, where the King of Swords has been the underlying energy, the underlying influence. And so this really, it's with you, Sagittarius, and I want to say Leo. All 3 of you have had the King of Swords underneath the deck. So communication is incredibly important. Being honest, being truthful with yourself and with anyone you meet is also very important. But the King of Swords, I feel, brings a deeper energy with that also. It is one where we can use the sword to detach ourselves from anything that threatens to hold us back. Old energy, old people, old situations, old ways of thinking. The King of Swords brings us clarity, a sense of purpose, brings that truth to light. All right, so it's really about us taking charge, putting ourselves out there, communicating, taking the first step, taking the lead in our love life, in our situation. It's giving us the confidence that you need to get yourself out of that corner. All right, it's giving that clarity and that sense of purpose, but it is also a card of intuition. So intuition and communication is very, very important. Now, as I do these readings, this may have something to do with it. As I do these readings, Mercury is still in retrograde all the way up until October 18th. So, but when you see this reading, October 18th may have already passed. And Mercury retrograde really does require a focus and a caution with communication or making rash decisions. Mercury retrograde also brings things back from the past and brings back missed opportunities, okay? Brings back sometimes people from the past, or brings back energy or memories from the past as well. Sometimes these come back as wanting a second chance, But more often than not, it's all about closure and release. And sometimes what happens is things from the past we thought we had done with, we thought we had healed from, and we thought we had let go, and then bloop, 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 here you go, Mercury retrograde, and here it is looking you in the face again. All right, because sometimes, as is human nature, sometimes we actually don't do all of our work, and sometimes we tend to push things to the side a little bit, and we think that we've dealt with them because we've trained our brain to forget about them. And as we expand and as we raise our vibration and as we expand our consciousness, what happens is we find those things again. And we're like, oh God, you again? I thought I dealt with you, right? And no, sure enough, we just kind of like pushed it to the edge a little bit. So as we grow and as we evolve and as we learn and go through these progressions, sometimes those things do kind of come back into our energy field. So there may be something there, and that King of Swords is really here to help you to clear things out and cut off old energy once and for all. All right, as is the Death card. That's what he's here to do as well. Both dudes holding really sharp objects. Okay, so it really feels there's a finality to certain things. It's like, no, we're done. We're moving forward. We've got that final nail in the coffin. We've got that final energetic cord that is being cut, and we move forward, no strings attached, nothing holding us back, and we're ready for the new, right? And it's really just this really strong message with this King of Swords. He keeps appearing at the bottom of the deck, and there's no other reason for it whatsoever. All right, I have no doubts about my shuffling skills. Okay, believe you me. All right, so anyway, so you may have something. There may be something for you in the Sagittarius or the Leo readings. All right, I'm pretty sure. I know for sure it was Sag. I'm pretty sure it was Leo, where the King of Swords was as well, but certainly with the Sag energy, because they had the Seven of Wands in exactly the same position as you do, right? There's no such thing as a coincidence. The cards are meant to fall exactly where they're meant to fall. It doesn't matter how I shuffle. It doesn't matter how I lay them on the table, right? As long as I set my intention before I start your reading. All right, so it's here for a reason. And they're always here for a reason, okay? So there may be something over in those readings for you guys, all right? Or it could just mean that you either have those placements in your chart, or someone coming in may have those placements, all right? So your current situation, the heart of your reading, we've got the Page of Wands. You are certainly excited about the future, okay? The Page of Wands, now this could be that you have already met someone and you could already be talking to someone, okay? The Page of Wands is a little bit more of a kind of a fresher energy, a little bit more, not always necessarily immature, although pages do sometimes represent children. They represent messages and also the start of something new as well. But the Page of Wands, I'm really looking over, for some of you anyway, I'm looking over to the open relationship card. All right, so some of you, you're in this exploration mode. You're looking for a little bit of adventure, a little bit of fun, but not necessarily anything that will go the distance, right? You're not looking for that long-term commitment or anything like that. The pages do have fun, and there's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy there. All right, but but that's kind of where you might be looking for it to end, and it could just be that you've got some healing to do, and you're just really not looking to get tied down. For others of you with the Page of Wands, I feel that you are filled with excitement and passion for the future, and you're full of a lot of hope for the future as well. And once you finally once you finally take some action, if you haven't already, and you put yourself out there, if you haven't already, there's a lot of positive energy that comes in with this Page of Wands. All right, you are excited about the future, you're motivated, you're full of energy, you've got that pep in your step. All right, it may just be that you get some good news. The pages do often bring in news, and we've got 3 pages coming out here for you. Okay, so a lot of new energy that's on the horizon for you guys. Okay, and not surprising, since we have the Magician coming out there, who, what did we say, with the Ace of Pentacles, he grows into the old man. That's the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a very very good looking magician in this particular card. Anyway, back to your reading, Vicky. Anyway, so there's a lot of fresh, exciting energy that is coming in here for you guys, all promising good things for the future, whether it's your energy or whether it is all these new people coming in. Okay, there's a lot of fresh energy, and it can be as well that you're just really jumping for joy because you may be in an area where, you know, some of your pandemic related restrictions are lifting, and it's like, oh my goodness, thank God I can get out of the house now. All right, but it's just, there's just this big energy of excitement and anticipation a little bit. That's weird. I had that in the Sag reading too. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, but there is this little bit of excitement that is in the air, probably brought by that magician and that Wheel of Fortune, and of course also the new love coming in, right? The soulmate coming in here as well. But you're ready to communicate, you're ready to put yourself out there, you're ready to talk. And again, if you, it all depends, time is fluid. Okay, and all of this center part, this is all your internal workings, and this is all directly under your control and your influence, right? So it all starts with you taking your first step and you putting yourself out there, you taking action on something, all right, in order for you to move forward. And again, some of you do have some things that you're still kind of clearing out. The Ten of Swords is what's crossing you, right? So there is a closure that is needed on something, okay, and something that's been difficult. Okay, now for one, this can just be that it's the end of a cycle for you and there's a brand new fresh one coming on in. All right, and who doesn't need that? Because that Ten of Swords is a painful energy. Okay, this could also be that you are finally getting closure that you need. You are finding forgiveness. You're cutting off old energy, and you just need to find that inner peace, that sense of self. Again, that Hermit energy comes in. The Death card comes in to help you through this. All right, and you know, and again, you are also looking forward to the end of, you know, some restrictions as well. There may be some good news around the corner, or you're just the second that any kind of restrictions lift, you are out the gate. Okay, you are like that racehorse that is sitting there in the wings, right? That, you know, just itching to get to that finish line. And the second you get a little bit of freedom, you're out of there, baby. You're just you're moving forward. All right, so very exciting energy, but a little bit of something to clear out there first, or it's just a little bit of a waiting game. All right, but again, that Wheel of Fortune, so the Ten of Swords, endings, difficult endings, closure, all of those things, the end of a difficult cycle, okay, the end of some difficulties, and replaced with the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so 10 there for you. Of course, that reduces into 11, so number 11 is the energy of new beginnings, but it's also a master number, showing that you're going to meet someone whose vibration matches yours or who can elevate you to new heights as well, all brought about by the magician. Beneath you, we've got the Six of Swords. All right, this is your underlying feelings. This is your subconscious. This is also what's your motivation as well. And the Six of Swords is a rite of passage, right? It's, you know that there was probably some things that you needed to go through or that you just still need to complete. And you really do have this good underlying sense, whether you realize it or not, that things are going to get better, that things are going to get a little bit more peaceful for you, right? And it's really about getting in that boat and moving forward, right? Moving on from the past and looking forward to the future. And if you see this side of the card, it's all dark. And these swords are in this ferryman's backpack, all pointing down. They can't hurt you anymore. And there is a beautiful light at the end of this darkness here. It's like the, you know, after a big thunderstorm, right? The skies are cloudy and they're dark and all that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden the sun peeks out on the horizon, right? So it's like the dawn of a brand new day is about to open up for you. Things are starting to get a little bit better. All right. The Six of Swords is also a reminder that you are always very divinely guided and protected as well. The figure that's in that Six of Swords, that's in the back of the boat, that's moving you forward, is actually the protection of spirit. And so this is showing you that you are being protected on your journey every step of the way, even in those instances where you may feel completely alone. Okay, you never truly are. And I'm speaking specifically to those of you who are feeling this wallflower energy. All right, call in your spirit, call in your guides, and call in your guardian angels. They are always there, and they're always walking by your side. And they can't interfere in your free will, but when you call them in and you ask them to interfere, they will. And they work in very mysterious ways. Repeating numbers is one of those ways, right? The 10 of Swords, something difficult. They're showing you that, yes, there's something that has been difficult and painful, but this new cycle, there's something coming in that is way better for you. They're sending you this King of Swords to get that clarity, all right, to propel you forward, to clear out anything from your past. They are sending you the Death card, right, showing you that, again, there's a light at the end of the tunnel and there is the dawn of a brand new day, all right. And if you actually look at both of these cards the way they are, we see darkness and then we see the light. We see darkness and then we see the light. And the Wallflower card, right, there is darkness, but there is light trying to come in. All right, so, so call in your angels, your spirits, their guides. They are all here for you, and there's a lot of great things that are happening for you, around you. So your recent past, all right, your recent past, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, again, as I started to say a little earlier, and then I think I cut myself off, jump to another subject, okay, time is fluid, okay, so depending on when you see this reading, your recent past may be yesterday, and it could be like up to a couple of months ago. All right, the Page of Pentacles really does show that you may have actually been doing a lot of research. All right, you've gained some knowledge in some way. The Page of Pentacles quite often is that bookwormy kind of energy. So you may have actually been doing a lot of research about manifestation, about law of attraction, about healing even, okay, about finding new love, right? And you've invested a lot of time and attention into that. The Page of Pentacles also does show that there may have been some sort of financial situation. I mean, we do have 3 pages coming out here, granted in different positions, but pages can represent children. So there may have been some financial issues that you have been dealing with in regards to your children. If you do have any, you could have been going through a custody battle. You could have been, because we do have the Justice card here, so some sort of legal situation with a past person. All right. And you may or may not have gotten a settlement yet. You're actually, if you haven't got one yet, all right, you've been very hopeful that things are going to work out. The pages always bring that hope, that joy, that excitement. Okay. The fresh energy that just, they're not too worried about what might go wrong. They're only looking forward to getting out into the world. All right, so this could be something, if you are dealing with a legal situation that you're trying to complete here, this could be something that's been going on a while. Okay, but you're really feeling very positive about it, that things are going to work out exactly as they should. The Page of Pentacles also shows that some of you may have actually started a new career path, okay, or a new job, and you're moving towards your own personal prosperity there. And because ultimately you have to rely on yourself, right? You pay your bills, you put your roof over your head, you may have children, little mouths to feed as well, okay? And you may have really been focused on your career, even a change in your career path as well. You may have actually invested in yourself with that Page of Pentacles and gone back to school. It doesn't matter how old you are. My bestie, it took her 25 years to finally get her teaching degree, and she finally got it 2 months ago. And she is, how old is she? Well, I won't say. But anyways, let's just say she's close to half a century. We'll just put it that way. She'll probably kill me if she hears me saying that. I couldn't think of any other way to say it. But anyways, so she has been trying to follow this dream since like her early 20s. And finally, after all of these years, she finally got it done. So some of you may have actually gone along that path, that route as well, right? It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late. Never, ever too late to follow your dream. All right. So could have had any one of those things going on, all right? But that page also brings about that practical approach to love as well, right? So, still brings in excitement and all that kind of thing, but more of a little bit of a practical approach. All right. But some of you may have actually already met somebody again, and this could be someone around your workplace. Okay, that energy, that message doesn't come up all the time, but every once in a while it does, especially when we've got the Page of Pentacles and we have the Page of Wands here. There's some chemistry between you and a person, and it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you work directly with. It could be someone just in your environment during your working day. And that can be a customer that you deal with. It can be a contractor you deal with. It could be where you go out for lunch. So if you go out and buy lunch somewhere, right? It could be someone that you bump into every once in a while. Maybe you've even had a little bit of a chat while you're waiting for your order to come up. If you go for a walk on your lunch break or something like that, it could be someone that you bump into and have a little bit of a chat with, right? So anything along those lines is where you could meet someone during your working day. All right. So you certainly could have that a little bit of a chemistry. You may be really contemplating that a little bit because it feels a little bit exciting. So crowning you, your goals, thoughts, possibilities, right? This is what may happen. Whew. Okay, some of you are really keeping your options open. We'll go right back to that open relationship card. All right. And all these pages, there might be more than a few of you who are keeping things a little bit casual. All right. You're keeping your options open. And the Seven of Cups can certainly represent that. All right. For others of you, it just feels as though there might be a little bit of uncertainty about what you want. And if you are doing research on law of attraction, on manifestation, the Page of Wands, you're kind of like, ooh, very intrigued. You're very excited by it. The Magician shows that the time is ripe to manifest and make your magic. Okay, but the Seven of Cups quite often does bring in some indecision. It brings in a little bit of uncertainty, right? A little bit of confusion into the mix sometimes as well. All right. It can sometimes bring in the energy of analysis paralysis, so to speak, right? Sometimes we get a little bit overwhelmed and we're like, I'm not sure what I want. I don't know what I want. I know I don't want this and I don't want this. Please don't manifest from that. Okay. We want to manifest what we want. Okay. Don't put any energy to what you do not want. All right. Because where your attention goes, the energy flows. Okay. So if we put our energy towards, I don't want someone who's going to hurt me. I don't want someone who's going to lie to me and break my heart. That is what you're going to attract. So we don't want to do that. All right. But so the Seven of Cups may have you kind of contemplating your options, really thinking about what it is that you want, right? Do I want someone older? Do I want someone younger? Do I want a water sign? Do I want a fire sign? Do I want somebody who takes a practical approach to love and life? Do I want somebody who likes adventure? Do I want someone, obviously, who's honest, who doesn't want a little bit of honesty in their relationship? Okay. But you get the drift, right? And so it's all kind of about thinking what you want, and it's all about thinking about the possibilities. So the message when we have the Seven of Cups is to really trust your intuition, to make a decision, all right, and to follow your heart, okay? But ultimately make a decision. All right. And you just might have a lot of opportunities, a lot of options that are out there, especially if you're like, in the online dating world or anything like that. It can be very overwhelming and you're like, I don't know what to choose, right? And a lot of new beginnings, maybe a lot of starts and stops as well, right? You're like, oh, this one looks kind of interesting. And maybe you swipe, I don't know which way, left or right or whatever that happens to be. And, I don't know. And I have done online dating in the past. It's not my jam. I don't want anything to do with it, but I have friends that do, and it works for them. It just doesn't work for me. It takes a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of patience. So anyways, I do have patience for certain things. I just don't have patience for that. But so a couple of my closest friends, they actually met online a number of years ago now. They've been married. They've been together for 12 years now. All right. So it really does work out for some people, but it can also be very overwhelming. Okay. And it can also be frustrating at times as well. Because again, it's like, someone described it as the freeway of life. And sometimes people just get off and, you know, check to see that you're a live human being, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, there are real people on here and not just robots, and then they get back on and they keep on their merry way, and it's a little bit frustrating. It's like, it's like you'll get a message and then you might reply and then it's like crickets, right? And you're like, well, this is a waste of time. So there sometimes can be a lot of starts and stops, okay, to find that diamond in the rough. So that Seven of Cups, if you are setting your intentions and if you are working with the law of attraction and manifestation, then there is a need there to really focus on what you want to attract into your life, and then attach those positive vibes to it, those positive feelings, and be thankful and grateful for what you have already attracted, because we need to believe that it's already here. All right, which is where that attaching emotion to it comes in. Okay, so imagine if, I put him away. Imagine if that King of Cups came up to you, and imagine if, that person came up and said, hey, you know what? I've been chatting with you for a little bit, or, hey, Susan over here introduced us, right? You want to go grab a cup of coffee, and you're sitting there going, humana, humana, humana. Sure, right? How does that feel, right? Does your heart flutter in your chest, right? Do you have tingles up and down your spine? Okay. Do you get lost in their eyes, right? All of those things. And when we set our intentions for what we attract, and then we sit in the energy and envision that we already have that person in front of us, right? Then we get more powerful, right? Your powers of manifestation grow. And then we're thankful. Thank you for sending me the person of my dreams. Thank you for sending me someone loving and honest and kind. Thank you for what I have received, because ultimately is already energetically here. And one of the biggest keys of manifestation. All right. So make a decision. Okay. Do your research as well if you need to. Take your time. All right. Take your time. All right. Hey, you might feel as though time is running out, or that there's been a lot of lost opportunities, especially in the last year and a half. But you know what? Everyone's kind of in the same boat. So take your time. Follow your heart. Trust that intuition of yours. All right. And make those decisions with clarity. That's why the King of Swords is here, to give you the clarity that you need in times of confusion. The Seven of Wands is in your near future. Now, I have to laugh a little bit. We do have 2 sevens coming out here, and sevens are a very spiritual number, actually, and it's the number of spirit. So a lot of opportunities are opening up for you. All right, spiritually guided. Okay, but some of you, your sevens may actually be your lucky number. Seven of Wands, though. All right, this is, if you look at this guy here, okay, this is you being at your personal best. This is you knowing what you want. All right. And this is also you fending off the crowd. Okay. There's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of opportunities out there. And if you are in the online dating journey, we'll call it, okay, look at all of this. You're like, whoa, Nelly, just hold on a second. Your inbox may be flooded with messages and opportunities. And you're like, oh my God, I got to sort through all of these. All right. Because there's something about you right now, Cancer, that just shines. All right. So, maybe you have some help. Ooh, the King of Swords could possibly be a person that that can help you write a kick-ass online dating profile, right? And just, because the King of Swords is really good with words, right? And, it might be such a wonderful dating profile that you need to sit there and go, whoa, 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 I think we need to scale this back a notch. All right. So that can certainly be you. There also may be something in your life that you need to overcome. Okay. A little bit of a challenge that you are overcoming here, and you might need to stand your ground. Now, it could possibly have something to do with a family issue. All right. especially with all these pages coming out here. It could be something from your past, all right? It could be like something to do with your children, right? Something to do with this Justice card. And there may be something where you need to take a stand, or you need to put your foot down, or stand up for your little ones, all right? You may need to actually take the stand, right? If you've got a court situation going on there, all right? But you may just find yourself in a situation where you just need to, be very clear in your convictions, okay? So a lot of activity comes with the Seven of Wands, kind of, sort of, right? Because it's like all these things trailing you, and then you just turn around and you're like, stop, just stop. All right. So certainly maybe something that also needs a little bit of evaluation there comes in there as well. All right. So a lot of people competing for your time, energy, and attention, that is for sure. But you overcome whatever is standing in your way, all right? And you have the ability to rise above any kind of challenges, naysayers, anything like that, right? Your family issues, if you've got any there, it can be that you might have some very traditional parents or something like that. And they're like, online dating, what are you talking about? No, that's not the right way to meet people, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, hey, back off, Jack. I'm going to do what I need to do. So your current attitude, and also advice. All right, justice. So some of you do have some legal situations that are going on. Justice really is, it's the card of Libra. All right, but justice is about legal situations, contracts, things like that. Divorce settlements, okay, wrapping things up. Justice card is also about finding solutions, finding balance and harmony, right? It's, so we did actually on October 6th have a new moon in Libra. So there may have been something that kind of kicked off for you there. You may have started on your manifestation journey, or you just may have been trying to find a little bit more balance in your life as well, especially with the Page of Pentacles there. If you've been really focused on making money in your career, and sometimes when we focus too much on one area of our life, we kind of lose focus on somewhere else. So you may have been really making great strides to find a little bit of a healthier balance in your life in some way. But justice is the sword of truth, clarity, honesty, karma. Okay, karma steps in. Fate plays a hand in your love life. All right, you're where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there, and you need to have faith and trust in the system. All right, this is also one of following your truth, following your intuition, trusting yourself as well, and also trusting spirit. Okay, just trusting there's a lot of things that are happening in the background that you can't necessarily see. Truths revealed, right? And sometimes we have the blinders on, right? The blindfold can go both ways. It can be that you have intentionally put the blindfold on because you know that you don't actually need to see things working in front of you, and you just know that there's a lot of things happening energetically behind the scenes. The universe is hard at work, and you don't necessarily need to see that. But sometimes we put the blinders on ourselves because we don't want to see something, or we can't see something right now. So when we get the Justice card, this is all about truths revealed, solutions are found, and this allows us to take that blindfold off so that we can move forward in a better way. New beginnings come about when we've got the Justice card as well. Now, your external environment, the energy that is influencing you, we have the Magician. Now, we have touched on this handsome little feller a number of times here already. The Magician gives you all of the tools that you need to manifest the life of your dreams. All right, this gives you clarity, focus, unlimited potential. What you think about, you bring about. Whatever you can see in your mind's eye, you can manifest into your physical world. All right, so whenever the Magician shows up, your manifestations have a greater impact. All right. And this is that reminder that your thoughts become things, your visions turn into reality. So if we are consciously in this Seven of Cups energy, this can just be you getting your thoughts together. All right. Getting ready to set your intention. but it can also sometimes be that confusion that rolls in. So there is a need there to be very clear when you are manifesting, okay? Be very, very clear on what you want. Forget about what you don't want. Don't even waste energy on that, okay? Focus on what you do want. And you have the ability to turn that into reality, all right? So be mindful of your thoughts and your feelings when we have the Magician, okay? And it's not that you can't ever have a negative thought. It's not that you can't ever feel a little off one day, okay? You don't have to be sunshine and rainbows 24 hours a day. It is impossible to control every single thought we have every single minute of the day, but we can be mindful. And when we find ourselves getting impatient or having those negative thoughts, we can kind of stop in our tracks and address what we're thinking or feeling at that moment in time. And why am I thinking this? Why am I feeling this way? And then when we do stop and address it, we become mindful of it. And then we can be like, okay. And then we can recenter, regroup, and get back on with our day, right? Process whatever we were thinking or whatever was kind of getting us a little bit off track that day, and then move forward from there. So it's all about mindfulness, right? But don't worry, we have millions of thoughts every single day. A lot of them we don't even know about. We're on autopilot sometimes half the time, right? And when we're mindful, we come out of autopilot mode and we take a little bit more responsibility, shall we say, in how we are thinking, right? It's kind of like training ourselves a little bit. All right, so there is a need to do that with the Magician. So there's a lot of great things being manifested into your life at this time. A lot of new things coming in here. So very wonderful energy. Your hopes and your fears, and we've got the Three of Swords, and need we really say more? Okay, you're really hopeful that you will find something better, that you will find something that doesn't break your heart. You're hopeful that things will get better going forward, all right? But of course, you're afraid of getting your heart broken again, of being stabbed in the back again, of, having things that don't work out, right? There may be a double-edged sword, actually, when we get the Three of Swords, right? Because sometimes it's that energy of, I really want something, but I'm afraid that it's going to hurt me, right? And, it's really all about, being a little bit mindful and just trusting in the process, trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe as well, to make the right choices, to find those right people. And, sometimes we don't make a decision, Seven of Cups. Sometimes we don't make the decision because we are a little bit afraid, right? Afraid of what we might find, right? And, if you look, we've got 7 cups here. There's something different in each and every one of these cups. This cup is filled with riches. This cup, maybe it's filled with a ghost of the past. This cup is filled with, I don't even know what that is. Okay, I'm going to say it's a snake because traditionally there's a snake in one of the cups. It might be a dragon. Anyway, but we're going to call it a snake, okay? I'm afraid of getting bit. I'm afraid of betrayal, right? What if someone lies to me? What if someone hurts me? But this cup holds a victory wreath. This cup holds riches and treasures. This cup holds a person, right? So sometimes we don't make a decision and we're stuck in one spot because we are a little bit afraid of making that wrong choice. And when we step into the belief that we can actually never make the wrong choice, it makes it easier to make a decision. And what I mean by that is that if we trust our intuition, even if something doesn't work out the way we had hoped for, it was still meant to be. Because quite often we have got a lot of lessons in life, right? We're learning to be human. And we are spiritual beings in a human body. And sometimes there's a lot of things that we need to learn along our path, right? There's some karmic connections that, that need to get cleared out or taken care of. We all have a life purpose. A lot of us, our life purpose is just to learn to be human, right? Like we need any more challenges. Being human is hard. Okay. And, all we can ever do is make a decision today based on our gut instinct, our intuition, based on our knowledge and experience up until this point in life. We can't see 10 years down the road. The future is forever in motion, right? We can see to a certain point, but we all have free will. And if there was something in your cards that came out that you don't like, and it's in your far future position, okay, or your outcome position, you may still have an opportunity to do something a little bit different. Forewarned is forearmed. But this won't tell you 10 years down the road. And if someone tells you that they can tell your fortune 10 years down the road, they're probably not telling the truth. Okay, a year is probably a year-ish. Maybe sometimes 2, depending on what it is, but that's really about it. Okay, because it's forever in motion. There's a lot of pieces in that puzzle. So all we can ever do is make the decision based on what we know and feel today and go from there. So, it's always a little bit scary, but sometimes we just need to bite the bullet. So your overall outcome energy, your longer term outcome energy, we've got the Page of Cups. So we have a little bit of a surprise coming your way. And of course, as we already saw with the new love card, for some of you, this Page of Cups is an offering given by the King of Cups. The Page of Cups is quite often as well you finally being ready and being open and accepting of the love and the offers and the opportunities that are headed your way. All right, because some of you do have a little bit more healing to do here, as we're seeing coming out in your reading. All right, but this is an offer, an opportunity, and something that may actually hit you a little bit out of left field. All right, but it is that first message, that first news of love and romance, and it's exciting. And it's wonderful and it's uplifting. All right. And this could possibly come from someone that is younger than you. This could possibly come from that King of Cups person who it's like, yay, you're here. Okay. Someone that's sent to you by spirit. Okay. And, but it's certainly something that can be a little bit of a surprise. All right. And, it might not necessarily be someone that's younger than you, because the pages, bring out, it could just be someone who is young at heart, and it could just be someone who is excited about meeting you and excited about love, right? They've got that spring in their step and they have a very optimistic outlook on love. We have the Temperance card, someone who is guided towards you. All right, what else do we have for your outcome position here? So we have the Temperance card. They may have Sagittarius in their chart. Again, we did have the Temperance card with Sag. Yes, we did. We did have the Temperance card with the Sagittarius reading. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I'm pretty sure we did. But we have Temperance card, and we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we also have the Chariot. Okay, so this could absolutely be a Cancerian person, because your energy is coming out here with the Chariot card. Okay, now this can absolutely represent you actually really putting yourself out there, right? You've healed, you found your balance. You're coming out of a difficult period. There's a lot of opportunities there for you. Okay, with that 5 of Pentacles, right? You're moving out of the energy, healing from this energy of lack, of not having enough. All right. And you are very bold, brave, and determined, and you are moving forward. All right. On your life cycle here, on your path. All right. Now there could also be two people coming in here, 2 different people with the Temperance card and the Chariot card. So it could be absolutely another fellow Cancerian here. All right. And it could also be a Sagittarian person. So you may have some options there. Okay. But did we have a Keep an Open Mind card? And we had a Stay Optimistic card. But with the 5 of Pentacles, quite often shows that there's something an opportunities there for you, but you may need to keep your options open, and you may need to use all of the resources at your disposal. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is quite often an energy of lack, but there's opportunities. There's something there. So you might need to, if you are doing online dating or anything like that, you might actually need to, I think you can put in like filters and parameters and all these things, and your wants and your not wants and all those kind of things. And it feels like here the Five of Pentacles is saying if you kind of like loosen your parameters a little bit, you may be really surprised at what you find. All right. But the Chariot puts you in an energy of success, drive, determination, willpower, to move towards your destiny, towards where you're meant to be. It's another 7, actually. So we actually have 777. So you might want to look up the deeper meaning of 777. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, 777. Are you a Vegas person? Okay. Little shot machine, 777. Okay. Very lucky. Okay. Very, I don't know. I like Vegas. So anyways, a very lucky energy, but a very spiritually guided energy as well. All right. And the Temperance card is one of my guardian angel cards as well. All right. So it's like, excuse me, it's like you are being guided towards your destiny, but there may be some action that you need to take there, or some alternate possibilities that you need to explore and look at. All right. But there could be, certainly could be a couple of different people coming in there for you as well. Okay. So it just feels there's a lot of opportunity for you in the future, but we definitely have, I'm feeling this Page of Cups here is certainly the start of something new with that King of Cups. Okay. That soulmate energy that is coming in here. And oh yeah, we did have a soulmate card. All right. And it's something very wonderful, right? So doors of opportunity are opening for you, right place, right time, all of those wonderful things. I'm going to leave that there for you. All right. But I'm going to close out your reading. I'm going to get, yes, I'm going to get a couple of messages from your guides. I'm also going to get you a Wisdom of the Oracle as well. But I have these ones tucked at the side, and I haven't been bringing them out for everybody. I've brought them out for a couple, but I think I'm going to bring them out for you. Well, thank you very much. And that's what we're getting. Thank you. All right. So what do we have here? And your beliefs are right for you. And remember, we had here with the 7 of Wands, there may be something that you need to stand up for. All right. Something that you might need to stand your ground or stand up for what you believe in. And it could be something to do with this family thing going on here. All right. But your beliefs are right for you. So don't let anyone tell you that what you believe in is wrong. Okay. And if someone says, oh, that's stupid, how can you believe in that? You know what? Maybe they're not the right person for you. We have kindness counts. All right. Be kind, not just to the people that are around you. First and foremost, be kind to yourself. All right. Especially if you're in that wallflower energy and you're beating yourself up and you're not feeling confident. All right. Kindness counts. And, kindness, love, compassion, it all starts with you. Okay. So be kind to yourself there. All right. And we have calm is not a weakness. Okay. So that's an interesting message to get out here. But sometimes when we conduct ourselves in a way where we kind of give the impression that we take a little bit of a step back and we deal with things calmly, kindly, and with compassion, sometimes people do perceive that as being weak. And as you see with the Chariot, that is not a weak energy in any shape or form. So it's really all about knowing when to take a calm approach and when to be a little bit more aggressive. And, so depending on who you're dealing with, never mistake kindness for weakness, right? Never mistake calm for weakness either. So if you're going through this legal situation, I'm feeling that's probably what this has to do with. Okay. And, being calm or taking things a little bit slow is certainly not any kind of sign of weakness whatsoever. It's actually a sign of strength. Okay, so I am finally going to get your Wisdom of the Oracle as one final message for you. Last message, please, for Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know, please? Ooh, Thank you. That's, nope, okay. Sorry, that got caught on my fingernail. We're not going to take all those. There's like 8 cards there. All right, so last message, please. Thank you very much. And we have exchanging gifts, the law of giving and receiving, the law of attraction. Okay, a reciprocal give and take. So there's someone coming in here who has the same kind of outlook as you do. All right, and they share with you, you share with them. Okay, they get to know you and you get to know them, right? So equal investment opportunity here. Exchanging gifts is also about the law of attraction. What you put out there is what comes back to you, quite often multiplied. Okay, there's that manifestation energy that's there. Okay, so there is something wonderful coming in here for you. There is a gift coming in. You are manifesting something wonderful into your life, something with a lot of promise. All right, so I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something in this reading that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great month, or month and a half, I should say. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.